Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow is the full moon and it is the flower moon. I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type flower moon in the comments below. And I will be announcing that tomorrow, May 23rd, 2024. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So happy to have you here. You are in good company with this amazing community. All right, today what we're going to be finding out is what this full moon will be illuminating for you. What is the full moon illuminating for you? And the energies of the full moon, kind of, you feel them about 3 days before, 3 days after. So some of you may already have begun to notice some things. So hopefully this will bring you some clarity. This is a general reading for all zodiac signs. There may be some very specific messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest for others. I do appreciate all the comments, all the likes, subscribes, and shares. It means so much to me. I read all of your comments. They truly do help. All right, let's see what we have here. For pile number 1, we have clay. And for pile number 2, we have moth. For pile number 3, we have walnut. All right, if you may already know which reading you're most drawn to, but in case you'd like to hear what the crystals are, let me introduce those to you now. For pile number 1, we have sodalite. And for pile number 2, we have a clear crystal point. And for pile number 3, we have Dalmatian jasper. So let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or card you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. You are always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as there may be illuminations occurring in different areas of your life. You'll find a link to the readings in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the sodalite, which helps to calm the mind. It brings about a calmness. It also helps to facilitate good communication and enhances your self-esteem, your self-acceptance. You also chose the card clay, and clay is a very malleable material. It's something that can change forms. So we'll see how these 2 energies combine with the rest of the cards to find out what the full moon is illuminating for you. What is the full moon illuminating for pile number 1? I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below, if that's something you're interested in. What is the full moon illuminating for pile number 1? All right, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very earthy, practical, methodical. And we have the 10 of Swords. So there is something that is going to feel uncomfortable, and that's how the full moon's energies will be illuminating what needs to be changed, is through this discomfort. We have the Four of Wands, which is all about stability. It can also be about recognition, being valued, and the Fool, which is new beginnings, starting something new. All right, let's draw some oracle cards and see if we can get some more information about what it is that this full moon is illuminating for you. What is the full moon illuminating for pile number 1? All right, I feel this one wanted to come out. We have healing moon, seek healing. Something that needs to be healed. Let's take some cards from this deck. What is it that pile number 1 needs to heal? What is the moon illuminating for pile number 1 that needs to be healed? All right, let's take these. We have Cancer, immerse. Uranus, change. I told you something about change with that clay card. And the 11th house, community. The King of Pentacles is very prosperous and successful. And the Four of Wands is a card of success. And the King of Pentacles is also very secure, stable, safe, earthy. The Four of Wands is also very secure, stable. And it's interesting that we have the Ten of Swords here in between. So what that's telling me is that perhaps you were working towards something and you had a very methodical way of achieving it, and it didn't pan out the way you hoped, which caused you discomfort. And it doesn't mean that this isn't going to be successful. It will be, but just in a new way. So what the full moon is illuminating is your ability or inability so far to be open to what the universe brings you. Sometimes we kind of get stuck in the how instead of what it is that we want, what our end goal is. And so what the universe is asking you to do is to approach the situation like the Fool. The Fool just leaps, takes a leap of faith and trust that things are going to work out along the way. The Fool doesn't need all of the answers before he starts. He just starts his journey and trusts that, food and water and shelter will be provided along the way. He doesn't necessarily need every, course of action and path plotted out before he starts. He just has this faith that everything will work out, and it does. The King of Pentacles, again, is going to be a little bit more methodical and stable, And what the universe wants you to heal is this feeling of wanting to control how things are done and to be more curious and be more open, like the Fool. There is some advice that perhaps there are people around you that you can model after. You can see people around you in your community, or whether that's internet community or out in the community, that do have more of the full energy, the full perspective to how they approach things. Let's draw some more cards and see what other messages we can get for pile number 1 about how to let's see if that's too many. All right. 4. All right, we got 4 cards up here. You have a 4 here, 4 here. 4 more cards just fell out. So again, that tells me that you're really, they're saying the word rigid. I don't want to use the word rigid, but you know, a square has 4 sides. Everything's even, everything's perfect. Maybe you're like a perfectionist. And you're being invited to embrace change, trust that the universe will provide. The King of Pentacles is also, you know, the father of earth. So trusting that you're going to be provided for, that the universe is going to bring you the right opportunities at the right time. All right, we have B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. So again, here's another message of community, that, you know, getting out in the community, spending time. The other message that I'm receiving is that some of you may be spending too much time at home, and that it would be a good change, a nice, healthy thing for you to get out and spend time with the community. Autumn, beauty, bounty and balance. I read beauty, so, you know, beautifying your home, but also making your soul your home, healing some aspect of you so that you don't have to only, you know, feel safe, stable, and secure at home. Healing some part of you so that, like the crab in Cancer, you know, who carries his home wherever he goes, make yourself stable and secure. Make your soul your home so that no matter where you go, you feel safe, stable, and secure. All right. And we have pine tree, vitality, longevity, perseverance. All right. All right, I think we can scoot these up just a bit more. And butterfly, love this. Transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. Really nice. I don't know if I've ever drawn this card from this deck, so I am going to get the guidebook and see what it says. All right, the guidebook says, butterflies are commonly associated with beauty and joy. They are inspirational in their loveliness, but the journey they go through to achieve this metamorphosis is even more inspirational, if less pretty. Caterpillars must completely dissolve in the chrysalis, giving up their very physical selves in the process of transformation. Only once they have relinquished everything can their physical matter be reassembled as butterflies. The idea of that much sacrifice can be overwhelming, even if the end result is glorious. Fear of change can also hold you back. Let the beauty and joy that await you inspire courage. Trust that achieving your goal will be worth it. The butterfly card urges you not to be afraid to let yourself grow and become something new. So, yes, if there wasn't discomfort, we wouldn't be inspired to change. And so that's what this Ten of Swords is some kind of discomfort. But what I love is that it's the 10. So it means that it's coming to an end. And with the butterfly, that's a beautiful confirmation that you are going to successfully make a positive change and experience growth. And we have change here. We have the Fool, which means you're starting a new path. And you have 2 community cards. I love that, because it means that you are supported both in the spirit world and in the physical world. So you do have people that can support you during your times of change, but also you have people that you can look to for examples of how to be more like the Fool. Let's get a couple of these cards and see what other clues we can get about this change. What other clues, information, guidance can you tell us about pile number 1's transformation and change? I feel like this one wanted to come out. Eagle. See from a higher perspective. So seeing it from a higher perspective is going to make it easier to change. Zoom out. Sometimes we get so focused on little details, we don't see the big picture. What else can you tell us about pile number 1's change? What other guidance do you have for pile number 1? Oop, I think this one wants to come out. Stargazer, set your sights higher. So we have set your sights higher and see from a higher perspective. What other guidance do you have for pile number 1 about this transformation? Whoop. All right, that may be too many, but I'm definitely going to take the card that is showing. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. And I love this card because we see the praying mantis here, and the praying mantis waits for its prey to come to it, and then it grabs that opportunity just at the right moment. So it's not going out hunting, searching for things. It sits and waits for the right opportunity. All right, I'm just going to put these back and keep shuffling. What other guidance do you have for pile number 1 about this transformation? Here we go. We have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And remember that the sodalite is about calmness, bringing calmness to the mind. And just like the praying mantis, it sits patiently and calmly for the right opportunity. and Lord. Take charge with authority. I'm just going to put that right there, right next to the King of Pentacles. It very much looks like the King of Pentacles, right? He has these antlers for a crown, very earthy. So with the Lord and the pine tree, vitality, longevity, perseverance, and then we also have set your sights higher. What I'm hearing is that whatever it is that you're working towards that may not work out exactly as you hoped, it's there. It is divine energies intervening on your behalf, because whatever this path is that you were on, whatever you were pursuing, it's not going to have the vitality and longevity that you would hope for, or the bounty. It's not going to bring the balance, the community, the success, achievement that you wanted in the long run. And so something is being lined up for you, and you're being asked, you're being invited to embrace this change and wait for the right opportunity, and to have the childlike faith and trust that the Fool has. Embrace the energy of peace. In other words, don't worry. Don't let yourself worry, but instead just take this time to reflect and see how you can embrace this change and grow from it, because what is coming is something much bigger, much more fulfilling, and something that's going to have a lot more longevity in the long run. Amazing, pile number one. So happy for you. Enjoy your journey. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the clear crystal quartz point, which helps to amplify your powers. It also brings you clarity. It's one of the most healing stones. It helps to heal all the chakras. You also chose the card Moth, and moths are connected to nighttime, which is subconscious mind. And this moth is the death mask or death head moth. And this moth is a symbol of something ending, but like butterflies, moths are symbols of transformation. So one thing is ending, but it's bringing life to something new. So we'll see how these two energies combine with the cards to tell us what the full moon is illuminating for you. What is the full moon illuminating for pile number one? Oh, all right. We got the Knight of Wands. Knights are very energetic, passionate, especially wands, passion, spirituality, action-oriented. All right, oh, here we go. The Ace of Wands, something new, a new passion. New energy, the beginning of a project, a creative project. Wands are very creative energies. So perhaps what is being illuminated is a new creative pursuit. I feel this card wants to come out. Ace of Cups, another ace. Yes, definitely something is beginning. Something that you're passionate about, something that fills your cup, something that's emotionally fulfilling. Give us some guidance about this new path, this new creative project. What is pile number 2 going to be beginning? Okay, we have this cup, the Emperor. Emperors are structure. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see if we can get some more information about what is being illuminated and what Spirit's guidance is about that. All right, that was 3 cards. So what I'm going to do is just take the top of those 3. We have quick silver moon changes. Well, that makes sense with the Moth. Something is changing, and we have 2 swans here. So swans are the guardians of portals. So this is a new pathway to something completely new. Love that. All right, let's take some of these cards and see what other information we can get about what the full moon is illuminating for pile number 2. What is being illuminated for pile number 2 at this time? I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below if that's something that you're interested in. I feel that this card really wanted to come out. Debilitated discomfort. All right. What is changing for pile number 2? What path is being illuminated for pile number 2? Oh, here we go. Cancer, immerse. Which Cancer is connected to the moon. Third house, communication. So perhaps this new pathway, you will receive a communication about it. What guidance do you have for pile number 2? What guidance do you have for pile number 2 about this new path? Oops, that is too many, but I'm going to take the card that was revealed, which is this one, Solar Calm, clarify. What did I tell you with the clear quartz crystal? Clarify. So something is being clarified for you. You are finding clarity with this full moon as to what this path is. What is the right path to take for you? All right, let's make some space for some more oracle cards. What is being illuminated for pile number 2 at this time? What is being illuminated for pile number 2 at this time? All right, let's take these. We have rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. And fog, obscurity, feeling lost, and walking staff, support and encouragement. And when I see this particular card, I also think of balance, because we see here these rocks balanced on each other, supporting one another. All right, let's draw some cards from this oracle deck. See what other information we can get about. Oh, let's move these up just a bit so we can see these bottom row a little bit better. There we go. All right, these two already want to come out. Let's see what we have. Snake, shed old skin. That makes perfect sense with the Moth card. And summer, bask in joy and light. All right, let's get just a couple more cards in this deck. What else can you tell us? Oh, all right, there we go. Sage, be devoted and committed. Yes, I think you will be devoted and committed with this new path. What is this new path? Can you give us some clues about the Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups for pile number 2? What is being illuminated? All right, I think this card. We have Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Love that, because as I said, this is something that you are passionate about, something creative, something that feeds your soul, fills your cup, brings you emotional fulfillment. All right, pile number 2. I feel that what is coming to an end is the energy of restlessness and obscurity, feeling lost, having energy and wanting to do something, but perhaps not being clear about what it is that you want to do. You do have solar calm clarify as well as the clear crystal quartz. So what is being illuminated for you is something that inspires you, and it is going to give you the inspiration and the courage, the energy, the motivation to pursue something that is going to fulfill you emotionally. It may be in the form of what's uncomfortable, and it may be that what's uncomfortable is this current lack of direction, feeling kind of lost. But the gift of this full moon is direction, purpose, focus. I love that for you. And you're just being invited to allow this inspiration to cleanse and wash away any fog. What they're showing me is, somebody washing their eyes with some special water. And perhaps you could even do this kind of ritual and ask Spirit, ask the moon. You could even create some moon water by setting out a glass of water at night under the moon to absorb the energy of the full moon and ask for illumination, ask for guidance, support, encouragement into what direction is the best direction for you. And it even looks like in this communication card that there is a crystal here that this bird is perching on or flying towards. Both of these birds are around this crystal. So you may also charge your crystals under the full moon. Wow, that is so beautiful, pile number 2, the inspiration that you're going to get. It's really going to clarify for you what is the right direction. And I love that Spirit is guiding us with these fun, very, precise, specific ways of receiving this inspiration directly from the energies of the full moon, with charging your crystals, charging your water. You can even combine those two rituals. And what I see is that the energy of these two cards, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, is going to lead you to the energy of the Emperor, which is very structured. It's building a solid foundation for you so that you can move with confidence towards your goal. I love that. I want to read to you what the guidebook says about the Spirit Fox, as well as the Quicksilver Moon changes. So let's start with this one. They both, this one says changes and this one says in changing times. So definitely there is something changing. And we already got that message with the moth being a symbol of something ending and something new beginning. But whatever it is that's ending, remember, it's creating space for this new thing. And I feel that in this case, what's ending is discomfort and feeling lost, lack of direction. So I love that, because many times we fear change. When we see something like a death card and we hear that something's coming to an end, we think, that it's something that we're going to miss. But in this case, I feel that it's very positive. It's definitely not something that you're going to miss. It's something that's causing you discomfort currently, and it's something that you're going to freely give up. All right, let's see. Quicksilver Moon changes. Nothing stays the same forever. If you want change, rejoice. If you're clinging on to a situation that may well have run its course, however, then this card is gentle suggestion to release your grip. Nothing about your situation is currently firmly fixed. That can be a good thing, so stay open. Keep your eyes peeled for signs as well. In particular, notice the next song you hear. If there is a message in it for you about your question. If you're not happy about your situation, the good news is that change is afoot, so don't give up. What seems stuck now could be more flexible quite soon. If you're hoping to change the course you're on now, this is a sign that you can. So take action. If the idea of change worries you, try to have a little faith in the universe. Set the intentions that whatever happens next is happening for your highest good. The fact that nothing lasts forever is a part of this card's message. Events are moving. I love that, because what you are moving towards is power and structure, and you having the ability to control where your life goes. Love that. All right, let's read the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Stay alert as change is in the air. The Spirit Fox features my favorite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazingly resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities, multiple. I love that. It's even in plural here. To reach spaces you've never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you to be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. I love that. Pile number 3, so happy for you. This is a huge transformation with Shed Old Skin and the Moth card. There is definitely something that you're releasing and some new opportunities opening up for you that are really going to fulfill you and bring you joy and light. Focus on the light, focus on what brings you joy. Be open to communication from others and from spirit. And again, I love that we got these really specific messages in this changes card, as well as channeled messages about how you can create rituals to invite the full moon energy to illuminate your path and clear away this fog. Love that. Pile number 2, I'm so excited for you. Enjoy this new, beautiful path. Enjoy the journey. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Dalmatian Jasper, which helps to balance the yin and yang energy, and it also helps to overcome overthinking, overanalyzing. You also chose the card Walnut, which walnut trees to me mean strength, but also walnuts, when you crack them open, they look like little brains, and brains have 2 halves, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. And the picture here depicts it as a heart shape. And so already we have this idea of balancing the mind and the heart, which I feel like goes along really well with the energies of the Dalmatian Jasper. So let's see what other information we get about what the full moon wants to illuminate for you at this time. All right, we already have a couple of cards. We have the 2 of Swords. And I feel like this goes right along with the Dalmatian Jasper and the Walnut, because we see this reflection and we see these 2 different swords, one which is metal and like the traditional sword, airy, logical, intellect, analytical, and then this other magical sword that looks like a unicorn horn. So more in the realm of emotions, feelings, our heart. And we see these 2 versions of the same self. All right, let's see what else we have. The Sun. I love that. Happiness, joy, success, prosperity. And look at the yin and yang here. So definitely the full moon is illuminating a way for you to find balance in your life. And in particularly, balancing the yin and yang energies, balancing your heart with your mind. When we think about the yin and yang energies, we think about receptive openness, receiving information, receiving emotions, receiving feelings, our spidey senses, awareness, and the other side is action, assertiveness, doing. So it's good to have a balance, because if we're always doing, but we don't take time to reflect on what we need to do next, then we can be too aggressive or too impulsive and then have to go back and fix mistakes. But also, if we're too receptive and don't take action, then we may be at the mercy of others' energies. So I see that coming into balance for you. And the full moon is going to help illuminate how to do that. So let's ask Spirit, how the full moon is going to illuminate that for you. All right, we have Justice. Look at the scales, balancing the scales. What is right for you? What's going to be illuminated is what is right for you. And the Hanged One. Reflection. Taking time to reflect and balance. Really nice. And you have 3 of the 4 tarot cards are major arcana. All right, let's get an oracle card from this deck and see what other messages we can get about how the full moon is. All right, I was going to say, how is the full moon illuminating this balance? And it says through your intuition. So remember, this is a general reading, and some messages are very specific. Take what resonates, leave the rest for others. But I feel that for many of you, you've had the energy of the sun, of pursuing, growing, doing, action. And what is coming into balance for you is more of the feminine, the receptive energy. Like during meditation, you are receiving information from your higher self, from your guides, from spirit. And with this intuition card here, what I see is that that's what you're bringing into balance. We have justice between these 2 cards. So I feel that you are balancing the receptivity with the action. And that for many of you right now, the action may be what's dominant. But again, for some of you, it could be that the receptivity is what's dominant. Just take it as it resonates. But what's clear is that it's going to be through your intuition that you get this clarity, this illumination about how to balance it. Let's get some more clues about how you can balance these energies. How can pile number 3 balance their yin and yang energies? How can pile, all right, I feel that these cards right here want to come out. We have the Cauldron, creation, opportunity, and caring. All right. And the Oak Tree, power, courage, strength. And the Trunk, stability, loyalty, reliability. Really nice. I love all the trees. We have the walnut tree here, the oak tree, and here we see the trunk of a tree. Really nice. So there's a strength coming to you. And leaves, renewal, revival, progress. And we see all of the parts of the tree depicted here. Here we see the whole tree, including the roots sprouting out of this acorn. Here we see the trunk of the tree, and then here we have leaves. And leaves are the way that the tree receives sun energy. All right, let's get some more oracle cards and see what else we can find out about what the full moon is illuminating for you and how. How can you bring balance into your life? Oh, here we go. Look at that, the moon, perception. So your perception is going to change. You're going to have a shift in your perception. And Chiron, heal. So this shift in your perception is healing a past thought pattern or belief. Perhaps you have a belief that you need to stay busy and always be on the go and be productive and always doing, and you're not taking time to reflect and understand, right, what it is to do next. So you may be having to go back and redo things because you didn't think it through, or you may be doing things that end up bringing results that you didn't really hope for. And then the flip side of that would be is that you're spending too much time thinking about what to do next, and you don't have the courage to take action and do it. And so the full moon and spirit are inviting you to balance that. Let's draw some of these oracle cards and see what other clues we can get. What guidance does spirit have for pile number 3 about balancing their yin and yang? What other message does spirit have for pile 3 about balancing their life, balancing yin and yang? All right, let's take these 3. We have Sky Father, trust in the unknown. This card has been coming out a lot lately. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, right? So for some of you, it could be that it was modeled for you, or even if it wasn't modeled for you, it's just in your bones that you are supposed to be doing something at all times. And if you aren't, you may be perceived as lazy by yourself or others. And so you're being asked to move beyond these ancestral patterns and to take action. For others of you, it may be the opposite, that you have this fear. And this fear is something that you are meant to conquer. It's something that was passed down to you and you're meant to conquer it. And the sun. I love that. You got 2 suns. That is beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. All right, because you got 2 suns, I feel that they really want me to read these cards. So give me one moment. All right, I'm going to read this card first from the guidebook. It says, know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. Solar referring to the sun. So of course, when the Sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. And we see power here. I love that. It brightens up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be the light in spirit and heart. All right, I love that. And what it reminds me is that the Dalmatian Jasper also encourages playfulness. It helps to banish any kind of negativity, negative thoughts, nightmares. And again, it encourages playfulness, which is the message we just got from this card. Love that. All right, now I want to read to you what the guidebook says about this tarot card, the Sun. It says the Sun symbolizes knowledge filled with light, love, and wisdom. It integrates the opposite poles of light and dark, balancing and blending the conscious and subconscious. The Chinese symbol of this experience is yin-yang, feminine and masculine energies, the symbol of inner peace that your soul seeks. The balance brings peace and the restlessness and questioning stops. As your soul begins to shine outwardly. Excuse me, my throat is starting to speak to me, which means that I feel some of you will also experience a balancing in your throat chakra as part of this balancing. All right, let me find my place now. Okay. Inherent joy, divine inner child within connects with the light of God, bringing you fulfillment and happiness. Even if we remain closed in, the constant light of God, Creator, is endlessly sending golden, healing, and enlightening rays that filter through those boarded up inner windows. The Sun liberates blocked energy that is locked inside. The experience is transformative and healing. There is no fear. You have faith in yourself and in God, Creator. Faith can transform your inner world, which then transforms your outer world. The Sun brings enlightenment, which is an experience, not an idea. Enlightenment will shine through one's eyes and being. Enlightened eyes experience the world as spiritual and eternal rather than the drudgery of day-to-day experiences of life's endless chores. The challenges of the Sun are to have faith, to trust, and know yourself and others. By listening to your divine inner child, you will thrive, rather than just surviving, manifesting on limitations and restrictions. You will see what is working and integrated within your life. When you're able to trust and have faith in yourself, balancing and blending your dualities, you move to a higher spiritual realization, resulting in new supportive perspectives and a rebirth of the self. The Sun represents reaching a new joyous level as you come out of a trying time in life. It brings success, happiness, and joy. Your heart opens with trust, faith, and hope. You are healed, energized, alive, and creative ideas and goals that you want to share with others. Community becomes important to you. Healthy and lasting partnerships are developed. The Sun shines with the energy of your twin flame. You realize that your life force can always be regenerated by the light of God, Creator. Let the Sun shine in. Let your light shine out and feel the unity with all. Let your inner child play and dance with the unlimited opportunities that this world and universe offer. I love that. And they're telling me all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or whatever that phrase is. So again, some of you may have been working too hard, but you weren't feeling fulfilled. And others of you may have had a fear to pursue your goals. Or it may even be a combined thing where you were working, but what you were working towards wasn't fulfilling you. It wasn't really feeding your soul. It wasn't your life purpose. And now you're finding this balance between your heart and your mind, between your logic and your intuition. And you're going to begin to experience these wonderful revelations. You're going to begin to experience enlightenment, better relationships, better understanding of yourself and others, and heal in the process. Heal yourself and your family, your ancestors. Pile number 3, this is so powerful. Absolutely love all the messages that you got, and I'm so excited about the opportunities that you're about to receive to create things that you truly care and love. Enjoy your journey. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.